Hi guys, welcome back to our natural garden. In this video we will show you what was happening in June after we had returned from our 1 week long vacation in Finland and Estonia. Summer was in full swing already, even though just 1 week prior, when we were leaving on vacation, we were still worried about late spring frost, which was kinda crazy. But luckily everything survived, and then it got finally warmer and summery. Also the nights and mornings started to have normal temperatures. And the harvesting season was officially here, which is always very exciting. It's the beginning of June and the harvests are starting. Here is just a very small sample of our strawberries. They are so sweet and yummy. And here a lot of cherries, and these are special because these ones are from the trees we planted 5 years ago. So it's amazing. They are so yummy.
About 2 years ago, we planted some additional peonies here in this part of the garden because we liked the old ones that were already planted here when we moved in. And now, after 2 years, they are flowering for the first time. So this is a very interesting one for us because it has very different blooms compared to the ones we were used to. This one is more traditional but white, which we haven't had before. And there's a third one somewhere here. That one is still small, so it's not flowering this year. But we are very happy to see them. Of course, in the meantime, I already forgot what kind of colors I bought, so it's always a surprise to see them for the first time. And they have quite a lot of flowers for the first year, and each year they should have more and more. So it's always exciting to look forward to them again. These are some of the old ones, especially this big one. It's really huge. It's like 2 meters wide now because it was raining yesterday, so now it's a little bit down, and probably the flowers are very heavy as well, so they maybe would appreciate some kind of support in the future.
Yeah.
But the blooms are so big and there are so many of them, so this is what we expect also with the new ones in maybe 5 to 10 years.
But these ones are also a bit earlier, so the blooms are kinda like flowering off, they are coming to an end.
Yeah, and the new ones are just starting now.
And it's also the elderflower season now, and this area is so big already. This is a part of our hedge that we planted a few years ago, and the elderflowers or elderberries are growing so much, and wow, that's amazing.
We almost can't see our neighbors anymore.
Yes, and that's what we want. And this is our main elderflower or elderberry area. This one is enormous. I've been picking a lot of flowers and doing some magic in the kitchen with the elderflowers because they are amazing. So there are elderflower cookies, elderflower fritters, and I am also going to try elderflower waffles, or how do you say that? And yeah, it's a dream come true because they smell so amazing. There we have big ones as well. So it's amazing that we have huge amounts, endless amounts now in our garden. I remember the first year we were here, I had to go to the countryside always to pick elderflowers. But now we are self-sufficient with elderflowers, and not just self-sufficient, but there are endless amounts. So that's amazing.
And that's what we wanted.
Exactly. These are the waffles that I made later. They turned out really well, yummy and full of elderflowers. And there is also more regarding peonies. The oldest area with them is in the yard, next to our house.
We take pictures with it every year because it always looks so gorgeous. It seems like some of the blooms are already done flowering, so they are going away. And some of them maybe are still I don't know.
I don't know. I think we are late with the filming. We've been slacking off. So yeah, so this is not gorgeous anymore,
Yeah.
but it was, guys.
Believe us.
Yes.
We have a picture to prove it.
Yes.
And that's why we planted the new ones, which are late. So if we don't have time to film with this one, we can film with the new ones instead.
Yes, so this is, as always, very amazingly calculated.
It is.
We have a lot of honeyberries here and it's time to pick some of them. We always have to use this netting as protection against birds because they would eat everything very fast. So I am now in the cage and I'm going to pick the honeyberries and they should be amazing. They are amazing. I have already tasted a few and it's great. Wow, I picked quite a lot. And this is just from 3 shrubs. They get ripe gradually, not all of them at the same time. And we have various cultivars. So some shrubs get ripe later. Honeyberries are sometimes also called haskap berries in English. That's what I read on the internet. I would say the taste is similar to blueberries, but unlike blueberries, these honeyberries don't need acidic soil, so they are easier to grow. But you really need to let them get ripe on the shrub. They start to get purple and then they are purple, but we are keeping them on the shrubs for 1 or 2 more weeks because at the beginning they are quite sour and only later the taste gets better. And yay, I will pick more later and they have grown quite a lot this year, so it should be even more amazing next year and next year and next year. So this looks perfect. Here Tommy is planting zucchinis onto a pile of partially decomposed old grass clippings from last year. We always prepare such piles in advance the previous autumn and then later plant also pumpkins and other similar plants onto them. They usually grow great in these spots. I really like how our roses look now, and the yellow ones, the big ones, are always here and very big, but these other colors are also growing. Look, they are there. They are decorating the big tree, the pink ones, and I really like the red ones. And with the combination of the colors, it's the best. Here we have more red ones, like one, but more are prepared. There will be more. And that's not all, of course. Here is another big yellow one, and that's also very pretty and gorgeous. So that's very nice in our yard. I really like it.
Our lupins have been here for about 2 years. Last year they were flowering for the first time, but this year they look so much bigger, higher, and have so many more blooms. They look really magnificent.
We can barely see you there behind them.
So it looks like they like it here. But I remember planting 2 different colors, and it looks like yellow won the battle for survival.
Okay, maybe she's stronger.
They are very delicious for slugs, so they eat them, especially when they are still small. I can see that on some leaves there's like the path from a slug, you know, the slimy thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they definitely like it here, and I think there used to be 6 of them and there are 3, but they are very big, so maybe we can try to add more in the future.
But these ones seem stronger already, or very strong, so even the slugs are not able to destroy them.
Yeah, because they grow up earlier than when slugs are out, so that's
luckily.
good. Yeah.
And look, we managed to capture this amazing sunset. The sun looked like it was jumping on its way down. The weird effects were caused because there were big wildfires in Canada, and the smoke was coming in stronger westerly flow to Europe in higher layers of the atmosphere. We have crazy amounts of cherries. It's amazing. All the trees are full of cherries. There are cherries everywhere. And we were always afraid that starlings would come, fly in and eat everything. That's what they do. But this year they are either not able to eat everything because we have huge amounts, or I don't know what's happening, but wow, some time ago we installed a birdhouse for starlings here on this big cherry tree, and it's supposed to like house one starling family, and they are kinda territorial, so they would fight all the other starlings that would come here and that would want to eat the cherries. That's the theory. I don't know if it's working, if they are really there, but the cherries are there on the tree and they are ripe. Usually you have to be fast with cherries and pick them when they are not even completely ripe, because the starlings usually come in huge amounts and they eat everything quickly. But this year there are dark cherries, dark red, very sweet, and no starlings. Wow, and I didn't even have to use a ladder. I was just picking the cherries off the ground on the lower branches, and I have this big bowl full of sweet, yummy cherries. They look amazing, and we can let the leftover cherries grow on the upper branches for the birds. I call them leftover cherries, but there is still a lot. I will be picking more, of course. And I've been literally picking the fruits of our labor, because there are two smaller cherry trees and I was picking from one of them, and we planted them 5 years ago. This is the first time they have fruits, like huge amounts, because last year it looked promising, but then the flowers froze during a late spring frost episode. But this year they didn't freeze, and here we are. We like the cherries best when we eat them raw. Then they are the sweetest and the best for us. We tried in the past dehydration, so we were dehydrating them, and also we were freezing them and kept them in our freezer for later, but then the taste is kinda bland. Other fruits are better. I might also try to make jam or marmalade from cherries, but the problem with them compared to berries is that you have to remove the pits, and we have the thingy for it, so it goes faster than one by one, but still it takes quite a lot of time, and then you have to check them again because the efficiency of the machine is maybe like 80%, so 20% of pits still stay there, so you have to check them, and it's easier to just eat them raw when they are the tastiest and just to spit the pit out. As you can see, there is a wildflower meadow here everywhere, so now quite a lot of things are flowering, and we always keep the grass grow tall for insects and other animals, so we just mow, or Tommy mows these paths here, and we really like having a meadow here. But once these flowers are done, they are called ox-eye daisies. Then we will mow everything, because you have to do it at least twice a year. That's what they say. And yeah, we will do it, and then we will let it grow for one more or two more times. And that's it for now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and see you guys next time. Bye!